Hey, this is Nat, and we're off our couch in Jacksonville, Florida. We're in Northeast Florida, the largest city in the state and the largest city in the continental United States by landmass. And if you're new to our channel, welcome. And if you've been getting off the couch with us for a while, thank you. And you may already know that this is our hometown. We have filmed here before, and I couldn't help but notice that we just kept ending up downtown. Every time we filmed a cool things to do in Jacksonville video, we will always end up spending a lot of time in downtown Jacksonville, even when it wasn't in our original plans. So this video, we're solely in downtown Jacksonville. We'll focus on enjoying a day here in downtown Jacksonville, or downtown Jax for short, because as I've mentioned in previous videos, downtown Jacksonville is in the midst of a revitalization process. So there are a lot of future projects. There are development plans currently in the works and ideas still being discussed. But there's already so much to do right now here in downtown. Downtown Jacksonville has fantastic public arts, an exciting craft beer scene, and marvelous waterfront views from both the South and Northbank Riverwalks. We'll spend a lot of time talking about the craft beer movement here in Jacksonville, along with speaking with the head brewer of Ruby Beach Brewing to learn more. We're also going to highlight some other fun things to do here in downtown Jax. So let's spend a fun and beautiful day here together in downtown Jacksonville as we show you around. And let's continue to spend more beautiful and fun days together, because we have new adventures every Saturday and we have so many places to explore. So subscribe please and keep getting off the couch with us. So we are starting this adventure on the Main Street Bridge, passing by the Northbank Riverwalk as we come into downtown Jacksonville. What's really noticeable when you're walking and driving around downtown Jacksonville are the pieces of public art and all of the murals. The colors and all of the assortment of designs are really liven up and beautify the buildings within the downtown. We love checking out the murals here, and we run into new ones every time we visit downtown Jax. We talked about the mural walk in our first things to do in Jacksonville video, and there is a mural walk map provided by Hidden Jacksonville, which I will link in this video as well. The map details the locations, artists, and a description or the message behind the murals. And that's not just for the murals here downtown, but also all around the city of Jacksonville, since there are murals all around Jacksonville. And if you're just checking out the murals here downtown during your day in downtown Jax, there are plenty to see just in this area. When spending a day in downtown Jax, something that's not so obvious that you should not leave without visiting is Jessie Dupont Park and the live oak tree, Treaty Oak. This tree is over 200 years old and is the oldest inhabitant of Jacksonville, even predating the founding of Jacksonville during the 1820s. We visited this tree in our second video about things to do in Jacksonville. If you need to catch up, if you want to check out that video, the link to both of our previous Jacksonville videos will be in the description box. Whenever we visit this tree, what I find most impressive is its unique, one-of-a-kind beauty. It's an octopus-like southern oak that is massive, over 70 feet tall, with a 25-foot trunk circumference, which multiplies the beauty of this tree. I feel a visit to Jessie Dupont Park to see this gorgeous one-of-a-kind tree is a must when visiting downtown Jacksonville. While in downtown Jacksonville, you should also most definitely take advantage of the unique craft breweries here. I happened to be downtown on a Wednesday night, and there were lots of people moving from one brewery to another with these books, the Jax L Trail Brewery Passport. And that's when I learned how innovative and exciting the craft brewery scene is here in downtown Jacksonville. And of course, I had to check it out and actually get a more in-depth look at what the craft breweries bring to the Jacksonville and downtown Jacksonville in particular. And we have the awesome opportunity to get that in-depth look, try a variety of beers, and speak with the head brewer at Ruby Beach Brewing, a brewery here in downtown Jacksonville, serving unique, high-quality craft beers like sours, lagers, and barrel-aged stouts. Ruby Beach Brewing is a proud symbol of the craft beer movement here in Jacksonville. And if I've learned anything while touring these wineries, distilleries, and breweries since creating travel content, there is a lot that goes into the process of creating these beverages that so many of us thoroughly enjoy and don't even think twice about. And Travis Newsom, head brewer here at Ruby Beach Brewing, is going to take us through the process of creating a high-quality craft beer.
So we start back on the brew house. We have our mash tun, which is where we start our day brewing. That's where we're dumping in grain, we're paddling it in, all the water splashing in. That hot water soaks the grain and turns starches into sugar, which we use. That sugar water is the base for our beer. From that mash tun, we go into the boil kettle. In the boil kettle, we add hops for bittering, and we also pasteurize the beer through boiling as well. Typically, a beer is boiled for about an hour before it's transferred into a fermenter. Once we go from the boil kettle, we rapidly cool the beer through a heat exchanger and pump it into one of these conical tanks, which is a fermenter. And this is all on brew day. Once it's in here, we add our yeast, and that yeast will ferment over the next couple of weeks. So like this big tank over here that's bubbling, this beer is actively fermenting right now. So that yeast is producing carbon dioxide and alcohol while it consumes that sugar that we extracted from the grain. And that allows the beer to actually become beer once that alcohol is produced. The carbon dioxide in there is great, but we do add more carbon dioxide later to fully carbonate the beer as well. And that goes into, once it's done fermenting, we put it into a bright tank, which is going to be one of these shorter tanks right here. And that is where we can carbonate it, we can clarify it, and then we either keg it or can it off. And that's the very, very, very basic version of what I do.
And that is Brewing 101, my fellow students. And I'm certain it is the bare basics, but I think it's enough knowledge to have an added appreciation for these craft beers before we get to the tasting part, because this process of creating high-quality craft beers takes time, as Travis explains further.
Turnaround times, we're looking at, for an ale, we can turn around a beer in about 3 weeks. Okay. For a lager, I'd prefer to let my lager sit a little bit longer, so they're more in the 6 to 8 week range.
So there is a waiting time period. There's a lot of cleaning involved, Travis is telling us, a lot of sanitation also. So now that we understand some of the time and labor involved, let's learn more about the beers on tap here at Ruby Beach Brewing.
We have 16 different taps that we keep filled with beer that are brewed here in-house. We also have 2 seltzers that are brewed here in-house as well, plus some other guest ciders and meads that we do keep on tap for the people that don't necessarily want a beer or a seltzer. Our primary focus is to keep people happy, keep people drinking. We want people to enjoy what they're coming in and trying out. So we definitely try to keep a wide variety, a wide assortment of styles and flavors, and we try to make sure that, like I said, make sure everyone's happy. So of our styles that we do have, we have 3 core beers that are very popular. Our Flying Saucer American Lager, that is part of our sponsorship with the Jacksonville Icemen. So we are the sole beer sponsors of the Jacksonville Icemen, and we provide that for them for their season, the local hockey team. And then we also have a prickly pear passion fruit sour called Scallywag, and a West Coast IPA called American Garage. Besides that, we dabble in Belgian beers, we dabble in stouts, lagers. We try to keep several lagers on at a time just because those are always easy drinking. It's nice and hot Florida day out there. People always want a nice light lager. Otherwise, our tap list is always changing. We always have different things on each week. Almost it feels like we have something new come on. So if there's something, you come in and you don't see something you like, in a couple of weeks we'll have something else to try. So it's always worth coming back and checking us out and seeing what you like.
Speaking of the tap list changing and new items on the menu, it is time for Oktoberfest, which means it's time for an Oktoberfest beer. So let's hear about that.
So this is our Oktoberfest called Wonder Beer. It's 5.3%, very light, very mild, crisp, everything you're looking for. It has the nice biscuit notes, the nice caramel notes, everything that you really want out of Oktoberfest. We try to make sure it's in there, and it's approachable for people that are definitely on the just coming into drinking. It is absolutely an approachable beer, easy to drink, exactly what a lot of people are looking for this time of year.
And if you were wondering, the people just coming into drinking beer is me. I'm the people. I'm not normally a beer drinker. At the same time, this is my first occasion really getting to try these craft beers. I've normally only had the beers that are in the commercial, so my idea of beer has drastically changed. I'm learning from Travis that Ruby Beach Brewing sources the highest quality ingredients, sourcing grains and hops from all over the world, and it's a totally different beer experience than I've ever had before. Having an Oktoberfest beer is a first for me also, and I'm really enjoying it. If you're celebrating Oktoberfest in the downtown Jacksonville area or a restaurant that serves Ruby Beach Brewing, their beers are in St. Augustine, Florida Beach, all around the area. Try it out. I think you'll love it. Good news, I have more to try, and it is just London is allergic to the hops in the beer, but he'll be trying drinks in a bit too, so don't feel bad for him. Now, in addition to the Wonder Beer, I've had a margarita sour also, so I'm really curious about the lager and other flavors available. And you already saw a sneak peek, so you know I'm getting a flight. I love flights, the more the merrier. Plus, I can be indecisive too sometimes, so this gives me a chance to try more. Travis and the manager Casey are designing a flight for me right now, and this is not special treatment by any means. The bartenders know to ask what flavors you like, what other drinks you like. That way they can make a recommendation for a beer or beers that you'll enjoy, and that's the same thing that happened to me on that Wednesday night, and the margarita sour was recommended to me by the bartender that I absolutely love. Now the flight that has been personally customized just for me is right here, so let's talk about that. Starting with the Flying Saucer, an American lager, the official lager of the Jacksonville Icemen. This lager has a very mild sweetness with a spicy bitterness, which is nice. Next is the Crown Jewel, a Belgian triple. It's a higher ABV, 10.3%. You should taste a lot of different flavors in this, Travis is telling us. Banana, clove, sort of bubblegum kind of flavors. Travis is telling us that people typically either love these Belgian style beers or hate them, so we shall see where I fall on that spectrum. Next is Seahorse Noises, a fruit cocktail sour with pineapple, pomegranate, passion fruit, prickly pear, cherry, tangerine, and orange. A total of 7 fruits. So fruity you hardly even know it's beer, Travis is explaining. And last but not least, the Boardwalk Brown. Perfect for malt lovers, roasty, chocolatey notes, and light body too. Okay, so after hearing the descriptions from Travis, I'm excited to try the Seahorse Noises. I love my fruity drink, so I am excited for that. And I'm ready to try the Boardwalk Brown too. I'm ready to taste that chocolate. But I'm going to start with the lager, the Flying Saucer, and go down the line to try them all. And after trying them all, I am shocked to report I love the Seahorse Noises, but it's actually not my favorite. It's the Crown Jewel, the one that Travis told us people either love or hate, the Belgian ale. I would have never guessed. So I think I may have found a new tribe. Hit me up, fellow Belgian ale lovers. So that's some insight into the flavors you can enjoy here at Ruby Beach if you're here for a happy hour, a well-deserved after-work drink, a jazz game, or an event, because Ruby Beach Brewing does offer a fabulous event space upstairs, along with the lawn as an outdoor rental space. So there are so many occasions to enjoy a nice beer, seltzer, or cider here, along with wine and cocktails too. If you can't drink beer or prefer to drink something else, Ruby Beach Brewing has a well-stocked bar and serves cocktails along with weekly cocktails. And on the Jacksonville Jaguars game days, they even have Tipsy Boy slushies. which London is enjoying. He did not get left out. I told you there was no need to feel bad for him. In fact, we came back to Ruby Beach Brewing over the weekend, and London had the chance to try one of their weekly cocktails, a fuzzy gin, which he enjoyed. He enjoyed both of the cocktails he got to try. And I'm picking up a seltzer, the pineapple mango lemonade seltzer, and we brought the kids because when interviewing Travis, he did tell us there is a food truck that is parked right here at Ruby Beach Brewing multiple days of the week, and that is the Hungry Owl. The Hungry Owl serves Thai and Southeastern Asian food. Be sure to follow them on Instagram and Facebook so you know when they're at Ruby Beach Brewing in their hours. By the way, you should follow Ruby Beach Brewing too so you can keep up with the changing tap list and know exactly what's on tap. This is the Hungry Owl menu, and I wasn't sure which direction to go in, especially since my son is with us. He is an adventurous eater, but these are new dishes for him still. So we're asking for recommendations, and the owner told us everything is good. We cannot go wrong. So we're ordering with confidence. Let me show you what that looks like. For my son, it's a Thai curry rice bowl with pork belly. And for London and I, it's a Mu Yam pork belly rice bowl. And you see we have some dumplings and spring rolls in our containers. And we have some extra dumplings and spring rolls as well. I'm going to try to describe the food as best as I can with words. I want to just start uttering like, wow, I won't do that though. The food is excellent, and my son loves his dish. You see the thumbs up of approval. London and I tried it. Totally necessary for reporting purposes. And yes, the Thai curry rice bowl with pork belly is phenomenal. On to our dish, the Mu Yam pork belly rice bowl. We're just loving, savoring each and every bite. Look at how good this looks. What you see is what you taste. It does taste this good also. And I didn't think my daughter would have anything to eat here. I packed her something else since the menu seemed way too sophisticated for her taste buds, but I was wrong. She is loving the dumplings. She's destroying them, and this is when sharing goes wrong. When the food is excellent and the glutton in you doesn't want to stop eating or share because it's just too tasty, and then a third person intrudes on the meal, we didn't plan this one well. We are all eating and sharing outside right now on the lawn, which I mentioned earlier is an outdoor rental space, but when it's not rented, you can be out here enjoying your beers, your seltzers, your cocktails, and some delicious food. And we love this outdoor space, especially the kids. Not only are they enjoying the food, they have this wide open space to play too. It is so kid friendly. It's really awesome. Since I do have the kids with me now, we'll go somewhere else downtown that the kids love. London and I, we love it too, but we like to act like we're sacrificing it and doing it all for the kids from time to time. And we are now at Sweet Peas, a 23,000 square foot candy mansion and one of the largest candy shops in the United States. We've visited and filmed Sweet Peas before for both Valentine's Day and Halloween. The Candy Mansion is decorated for the holidays, and they have treats often that are geared for the holidays. And it's decorated all throughout the year too. At Sweet Peas, you can take a factory tour, attend candy making classes, eat at the restaurant, shop for unique soda flavors at the soda pop shop, and lots more, which we covered extensively in a previous video. The link to that video is in the description box. I just felt like I couldn't talk about downtown Jacksonville without talking about Sweet Peas. It is a must in our opinion if you're hanging out in downtown Jax. The Riverwalks are a great way also to enjoy the downtown, and we're normally on the Southbank Riverwalk, but I would like to end our time here in downtown Jax taking a walk on the Northbank Riverwalk. There are some repairs and construction currently going on around the Northbank Riverwalk. Regardless, this is an absolutely beautiful and colorful walk. These colors, these paintings, this is actually a part of the Jacksonville Murals that we talked about at the very beginning of this video. I think this is really cool because you can see some murals and then you can see and walk or ride on some murals too. I just love this, and we're walking alongside the St. Johns River and just fabulous views here of the river. But my daughter and I are enthralled by the polka dots the most on the Riverwalk. We'd love to hear what's your favorite pattern. Share it in the comments below, please. We're going to keep walking and keep enjoying all of the different patterns because at the end of this walkway is a Lovelock Bridge. Keep looking ahead and you can start to see some of the different colors, shapes, and sizes of all of the various locks that's on the bridge. Isn't this cool? Minus the socks. I don't know why the socks are here. The locks are awesome though. This is such a cool look with the St. Johns River in the background, and there's still the murals on the walkway too. If you come out to enjoy a walk on the Northbank Riverwalk, Corkscrew Park is here. This is a free gym in the park with free weights, jump ropes, medicine balls, and other equipment. We're already getting our workout in on the Riverwalk for now. Thanks so much for walking with us. Thank you for hanging out with us, checking out all of the different murals, visiting Treaty Oak, learning more about the craft beer scene here in downtown Jacksonville, and tasting all the different beers and cocktails along with us, as well as the food. Thanks so much for sharing in with us on that delicious food, and then grabbing something sweet afterwards with us. Tell us your thoughts. Let us know if you had a favorite activity here in downtown Jax, and if there's somewhere that we visited that you plan to visit, tell us all about it. We love to hear about it. And if there's somewhere that we didn't visit that you love in downtown Jacksonville, of course we love to hear all about that. And we love for you to keep joining us off the couch, please, as we move a little further south to St. Augustine, Florida, the oldest city in America, for another museum tour. When a city is over 450 years old, there's a lot of history and museums to tell the story. So this will be our second museum tour in St. Augustine, another round of visiting unique and beautiful museums there. So join us, please, off the couch again. Subscribe, please, if you're yet to do so. We're certain to learn or discover something new, so please join us again. And be sure to sign up for our newsletter too at offourcouch.com. The sign up link is also in the description box, and we deliver travel inspiration and travel tips right to your inbox. Thank you again for joining us here in downtown Jacksonville. A huge thank you to the head brewer of Ruby Beach Brewing, Travis Newsom, and the entire team of Ruby Beach Brewing for allowing us to come out. We also like to thank Hungry Al for the great food to go along with it all. And we can't say thank you enough to all of you for commenting, liking, and sharing. These adventures only happen because you all continue to join us off the couch, so thank you so much. Until next week, click on the video to see another one of our experiences. Thanks for watching.